Well, it's time now for a look at this Friday's French front pages with our press reviewer, Nicholas Rushworth. Hello, Nicholas.
Good morning, Lorna.
And you're going to start off with the local paper here in Paris, Le Parisien.
Le Parisien, which is also Aujourd'hui en France, a national paper today in France. There you can see the front page of Le Parisien. Rencontre avec ceux qui notent la France, a meeting with people giving out the ratings on France's economy. That is Standard & Poor's. And the reporters for that paper went along to the Standard & Poor's office here in Paris, which is highly secure, very safe, difficult to get into. And they learned, first off, that, well, oh, gosh, the borrowing costs for France at the moment are not actually AAA at all, but triple B. Now, inside that paper, Aujourd'hui en France, where one of the little articles there is saying, well, Standard & Poor's is not liked in France, and it's known instead as Standard and Bourde. I had to look that up in the dictionary this morning, and Bourde means standard and blunder. Bourde is blunder. That's a criticism of the credit ratings agency's record in the past. Now, the paper is asking S&P managers, aren't you dictating the economic policies countries should have? And Standard & Poor's in Paris is telling them, well, no, it suits people to make S&P a scapegoat. The headline in the paper, Porter le chapeau. There you can see, certains veulent nous faire porter le chapeau. Some people want to make us wear the hat. In other words, Lorna, carry the can.
I see. Now, we're going to move on to Libération, the left-wing paper, which they're leading on Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb and the death of two French hostages a year ago.
Well, the paper has a scoop with this. It's obtained a police statement of one of the members of Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb who abducted the two young men last January. Now, those two men are Antoine de Léaucourt and Vincent Delory, both 25. Now, Vincent was going from France to be the best man for Antoine's wedding in the Nigerian capital, Niamey. So, of course, there you can see the two young men, Antoine there to the right and Vincent to the left. Now, they were killed in a failed rescue attempt. The paper argues that learning the details now from this police statement about what happened could help with closure for the relatives of the two young men. Now, of course, that story is also there on the front page because there's a debate in France about how, how proactive the French authorities or Nigerian authorities should be in sorting these problems out with hostages.
OK, we're going to move on now to quite a different story, perhaps as all Brits in France ought to be aware today. It is the 600th anniversary of the birth of Joan of Arc, quite a controversial figure.
The Catholic daily La Croix says that, in a front page editorial there, says that her symbolism, her Joan of Arcness, if I can say that, is irrécupérable, it's irrecuperable, and it's not for politicians to use it as part of the French presidential election campaign that's underway. And that's a reference to the fact that Nicolas Sarkozy is in ceremonies today concerning Joan of Arc. And the far-right candidate, Marine Le Pen, is also going to be in ceremonies. That will be on Saturday. And now Le Monde, too, is looking at Joan of Arc, and its piece there is called À qui appartient Jeanne d'Arc? Who does she belong to? And again, it's similar argument to La Croix, which is basically everyone tries to co-opt her for their cause, including in the past François Mitterrand, but nobody has succeeded in making much of it because, according to Le Monde, Joan of Arc represents too many diverse things. She's a symbol of freedom, Lorna, the fight against us, the English, and also a brave warrior and a feminist figure. And Le Monde there perhaps spinning a message for François Hollande that he is not doing this 600th anniversary.
OK, well, we'll have to wait and see how those ceremonies go, but certainly a very important thing for France today. Thank you very much indeed, Nicholas Rushworth, for that look at today's French front pages.